All right, so it's early June '63. After the victory's last turn, you can see our morale is now up to 94. The Confederate morale is 130, so still a very, very big difference. I contemplated attacking Smith with the 5 good divisions I have, but I decided against it since it looks like Jackson has 2 divisions here, and he's probably going to bring over Beauregard as well. So what we're going to have is 2 divisions in Baltimore, 2 in Annapolis, and then 1 form division in D.C. with the rest of the D.C. Corps support. The divisions that were nearly wiped out will go to Montgomery up here to recover. We are going to try to take back Harper's Ferry. Might be a long shot, but I want to give it a chance. In Tennessee, the big question really for me is, can we actually bring in supply this turn? We have not really been bringing in supply, and I don't really know if that 90 is Confederate they brought in or what we brought in, but either way, our supply has been going down, and we have enough supply for only 1 turn here, and turn and a half here. Of course, we are bringing in supply wagons, but they definitely will take time to get there. So if we can't supply this here, we'll have to back up. All right, in Alabama, we're going to hopefully be able to hold Pensacola with Elliott coming down with his brigade, and Wallace will hold here. Rosecrans will take up in Montgomery again. And what I'm trying to do here is have Milroy go south and threaten Mobile, Alabama. Yep, I think that is pretty much it. I think I'm going to do just a very slight modification and send this force here to make sure we get increased military control. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. We did use all of our money for replacements, so let's run the turn and see what happens. Okay, it's kind of a mixed bag. The really bad news is that we lost Pensacola. I guess the potential good news is that we may be able to take back Mobile, Alabama next turn, as it's relatively lightly defended. It looks like the Keystone Brigade decided to not attack. We are in control of the railroad here, so we may be able to rail back to Pensacola and attack. Let's see how the weather is. Okay, so the weather is clear, so that at least is good news. We also do have 2 divisions here that we could land as well. As you can see, we did gain 5 national morale and victory. So let's go ahead and take a look at those. Here's the loss in Pensacola. They did lose half of their artillery, so that is at least one plus. But they have about 10,000 men there. We won again against the Navy here, so they lost 2 ships, one of which is the CSS Missouri. The force is still there. Forney used the riverine button to go across, so that now leaves open Sumner. So we were able to bombard Forney as he crossed. We did take Harper's Ferry, and it looks like the Union has regrouped back to Montgomery, Alabama here. We are nearly in control of the railroad at Harper's Ferry, but the town is besieged. So we have 2 divisions here. You can see the 2 divisions here, another which is recovering, and then our 1 division plus the support. These divisions are, let's find them, here we go, yeah, these divisions are recovering, so we can basically build a new force this turn and see what it'll look like. And Sedgwick can be a new corps commander, and we have Doubleday as well as an option. Yep, those are the battles. So I think the big question for the next turn is really we need to take back Pensacola, and it looks like they have 4 divisions up here, so it's still pretty. The Confederates have a pretty large force here. We're in control of the railroad from Meridian down to Wayne, and Milroy's force is 1 day away from Mobile, Alabama. Yeah, the other option, of course, is to use the 2 divisions to come over and assault Mobile from the sea. But I think we'll probably need to use them to take back Pensacola. We can do a quick test and see how long it'll take them to get. It'll take Wallace's corps to get there. Ooh, yeah, 13 days. So it's yeah, that's definitely going to be close. What about the Mississippi Command? Nine days. Wow, big. It's a big difference. Yeah, we may need to kind of play around with this and see. Yeah, let's see if that helps. Okay, so there it's 12 days. And there it's 10. Yeah. So a couple of our divisions are not in as good a shape. So the rest can roll back. We don't have a whole lot of supply in Montgomery. Yeah, a little bit of supply around here, but not a whole, definitely not a whole lot. Okay, I think those are pretty much the highlights. Out west, there is a little bit of action. Van Dorn kind of got stuck in this, stuck out here and doesn't have supply anymore. That we can't seem to bring them to battle. And up here, Denver is slightly threatened with Baylor being there. Trying to think what else interesting has happened. Oh yeah, this is interesting. So Holmes has moved over here. Lawn Street is now moved to the south, leaving Magruder here. Oh wow! So the good news is we now have supply. So just in the nick of time, they brought in 500 supply, and so it looks like we will be able to hold this position at least for the time being. Bowling Green now has a pretty good force. Kearney's force is still recovering, and Howard has a kind of a mid-sized force here. Of course, with DC being threatened, the game can pretty much end at any moment. That is for certain. What I'd like to do is take back Carroll here, and defend through basically Carroll, Annapolis, DC, as opposed to kind of going northeast. In other words, kind of like have a fish hook here. All right, those are the main highlights. Let's just quickly check on their morale. It's at 128. They're still getting more victory points per turn at 48 than we are, so we're getting 47. Okay, that's pretty much it. So I'll see you next time.